playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA.
The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right to the air is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season, but
back in September, the Giants look.
The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What now?
Carr right away going to look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. But, Charles, you think about their impressive record and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him. But they just...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now Cunningham. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Credit Yaya Diaby with a stop. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cunningham to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Gibson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Elliott looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears the Giants shaken up. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Elliott, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a play fake. Carr. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A play fake. Now Cunningham. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Cunningham. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter.
Okay, ready?
As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now Cunningham. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Carr. That one behind his receiver and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now hold everything because we got an injury, and it's a notable one. Ezekiel Elliott in some discomfort following that last play. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them in bed. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming. The first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Cunningham. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Christian Watson, 72 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now stands at 13.
49ers nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Carr now on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Cunningham looking to throw. And this is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Derek Carr back out for his guys' next possession. He was intercepted on that last drive, the 3rd one he's thrown in this first half alone. He'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's across midfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That pass complete to Moore. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Carr again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants.
Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
So a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants... begin this third quarter, and they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 28 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So the completion good for just 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33.
Now Cunningham slings this deep for McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Off play action, it's Cunningham.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is third down and 12.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now Carr.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
That is incomplete. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
John Bentley on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Niners' 35-yard line.
Gibson again.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Slant pass to Boyd.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Channing Tindall in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
It's taken to the 26. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
1st down, Giants.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulder. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now Carr got to have this one, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Antonio Gibson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over. And
that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up in